Hello, listeners. I hope you're all having a fantastic Friday, and welcome to our Listening to Life, a show where we talk about the different things that teenagers have to go through on a regular basis. Today we're having a guest who was so nice as to join us, but for personal reasons, they're choosing to remain anonymous, so their inflection will be altered, and they're going to go by the pseudonym Lauren. So if you guys could respect the decision, and Lauren, would you like to say hi?
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me on your show. This is an incredible experience.
No problem. Now, Lauren, you submitted an article to the local newspaper recently talking about something you saw online. Would you, like to expand on what you saw?
Yeah, I was going through a website called Youth Voices and saw that someone posted an entry called "So You Say You're Bisexual, Huh?" After reading it, I felt, really put off and angry, and I knew that I needed to spread the word about it, and the easiest and most anonymous way I could think of was to write a letter to the editor, and so I did, and here I am.
Well, I'm glad you actually spoke out. It's getting harder to do that nowadays. So, what were some of the things that were said?
The person who wrote this article was really straightforward and they gave their opinion, which I respect, but they were very ignorant and rude in the way they went about it. They were saying that bisexuality is not real and that there's only either boys you can like or girls you can like. You can't like both. And they said it's a trend, which I just don't agree with that because less than 1% of people even admit or will come out as bisexual, and that is because there is so much prejudice from, the regular heterosexual world and from within the lesbian, gay, um, bisexual, transgender community itself. So there's so much pressure that bisexuals are facing that they don't even like to come out as what they really are.
Wow, Lauren, it sounds like, you've really done your research on this. You said that less than 1% of people even come out as bisexual. Can you give us some more information on that?
Yeah, the National Health Interview Survey found that I think it was 0.7% of people come out as bisexual. And that's because people don't realize that bisexuals have so much judgment and prejudice coming at them from both the homosexual side of um, the situation and the heterosexual side.
Wait, so there's prejudice coming from the LGBT community?
Yes, definitely. It's it's crazy. You wouldn't believe many lesbian women immediately rule out wanting to have a relationship with a bisexual. Same with gay men. They do not want to have a partner who is bisexual.
So, what kind of reasoning are they giving for this? Why do they feel that way?
A lot of them say that it's because, bisexuals haven't made up their mind, or they're afraid that they can't compete with another gender and they need someone who is decisive, and that's the biggest confusion is a lot of people think that bisexuals can't decide, and we've decided that we like both genders, and that's just such a hard concept for people to wrap their brain around because many people think that liking both genders translates into wanting to be in a relationship with both genders. That is not true. We're just saying that we can find both romantic and sexual interest in both genders. And there's nothing wrong with that, and we still are only going to want to have a one-on-one relationship. We're just like everybody else.
You keep saying we, so does that mean you're bisexual or...
Yes, I am a bisexual, so all of what I'm talking about has been experienced by me. I have been told that my orientation is not real and that I'm faking it, and so it's really personal to me, which is why I decided to speak out for it.
Wow, Lauren, that is amazing. So, for the people listening who are siding with the user that posted the article saying that bisexuality isn't real and kind of bashing bisexuals, what do you want to say to them to try to open their minds a little bit?
If I were to address the world right now, I would say Let's start teaching this in schools. Let's teach kids that it's okay to love the same gender or to love both genders or to think you're another gender yourself. It's if we start teaching from a professional standard, there will be more respect towards the topic. It will not be taboo anymore. Children will grow up learning to accept themselves, and I think that's really important. If I were to talk directly to someone individually, there's not much you can say to change their mind, but, I would just challenge them to think about why does someone's love mean less than your love? I mean, people are considering taking their lives over this, and whether you choose to believe it or not, you do know someone who is queer, and you constantly saying or believing that, you know, having a different orientation than heterosexual is a lie and that everyone's faking it is so hurtful to all of these people who might not be out of the closet yet. And I think that, once you challenge someone to think about why their love is more important than somebody else's, I think a lot of people will start to realize, just the ridiculousness of the situation. The ridiculousness of saying that someone's love isn't real.
Well, thank you for listening in, and thank you, Lauren, for being here and sharing, your life with us. I'll leave you with a challenge to try to open your mind these next few weeks and see where it will take you. And join us next time on Listening to Life.